If you pay taxes in Delaware, you're going to want to stay to the end of this video. This week we're covering a potential new office for government accountability, the Newcastle County presidency, and tax reforms that could have a major impact. I'm Nick Stonecipher, a reporter with Spotlight Delaware, and if you want the full details of these stories, head to our website at spotlightdelaware.org. Did you know Delaware doesn't have its own inspector general? This week, the Delaware State Senate unanimously voted to establish a government office exclusively dedicated to investigating government waste, fraud, and corruption called the Office of Inspector General, which would also be able to work and make referrals to law enforcement when necessary. The Inspector General themselves wouldn't be an elected position, but an individual chosen through a panel and nomination process, ultimately appointed by Governor Matt Meyer. Surprised Delaware doesn't already have an office like this? It's not that uncommon. 35 out of 50 states have their own state and local offices, but Delaware is in the minority of states that don't. The creation of some kind of Inspector General office has been proposed several times since 2007, but has always failed due to concerns over cost and redundancy with the state Attorney General and Auditor. The creation of such an office still has to be voted on by the Delaware House of Representatives before going to Governor Matt Meyer to approve. Meyer expressed his support for the creation of such an agency during his campaign, but failed to dedicate any funding for it in his proposed 2026 budget, so it's uncertain which way he would vote. Tuesday night's Newcastle County Council meeting got tense when members proposed a major change to how the county president is chosen. Unlike Kent and Sussex counties, who appoint their president from within, Newcastle County Council has held elections for their president since 1966. Tuesday night, however, county council members suggested that the county adopt the same system as Kent and Sussex, which the current county council president, Monique Williams-Johns, challenged. Williams-Johns, who was in her first term after assuming the role last year, called the move a power grab and expressed her deep disappointment, believing that the resolution would strip county voters of their representation. Ultimately, the council successfully voted 11-2 to approve the resolution, with Williams-Johns and county council member Jay Street as the only opposition. The resolution, however, will not go into effect until the 2032 election cycle, should it be approved by state lawmakers. Now for the real reason you're here, your taxes, which could be changing how you pay in the next coming years. Right now, if you make $60,000 a year, you could pay the same percentage of income tax as someone making $500,000 a year. The proposed reform would add 3 new tax brackets, one at $100,000 a year, one at $250,000, and one at $500,000 a year or more. However, the Speaker of the House, Melissa Minor Brown, said last Wednesday that she doesn't want to rush through any major reforms before the legislative session ends this summer. Delaware's business community has also expressed its opposition to the proposed reforms, saying that it sends a signal about the business climate in our state. Governor Meyer, however, expressed in his State of State in April that he is in favor of reforms as a way to address the inequity and bring more income in for the state. If you feel strongly either way about this proposed tax reform, you should contact your representatives and let them know how you feel. You can do that by clicking the link here to find out who your representative is and send them a message. That's all for this week. If you want to learn more about how any of these stories are going to affect Delaware, visit spotlightdelaware.org, where you can sign up for our newsletter so you don't miss out on the latest updates. Until next time, I'm Nick Stonecipher. Have a good weekend.